Hello, welcome to my channel. So this is my bedroom. I'm going to show where I'm going to film stuff. Yeah, so at the moment the bedroom's where it's going to be. So you're going to have to excuse the wallpaper because obviously we haven't decorated yet because we've just moved in. Anyway, today I thought I would do a video because basically it's my birthday today. It's not my birthday when you see this video from the 12th of September. It is my birthday, which is the day that I'm filming. And last night, just before I went to bed, I seen a post that said, "What have you done in the last 6 months?" And someone wrote being like, "Oh well, I've started my own company, managed to work for like 5 different major photographers, yada yada yada." And I was like, oh my god, like I've done nothing in the last 6 months. So I've set myself 6 goals for the next year, and I'm calling it before I'm 24, meaning because they're goals to do before I'm 24, because I've just turned 23, by the way. So here are my goals. Quick thing before I go into what my goals are. They are not financial because I have a whole different section of goals on like financial, work related, career goals, I would say. So they're not in here at all because they are more long term than just, 1 year. They have nothing to do with travel. No travel ones because I can't travel a lot in the year because I work, for one, and two, traveling is rather expensive. So they are two different, those 2 goals would be 2 separate larger goals. I want to travel to 7 different places in the world, can't fit them all in the next year. So they're not in here. So that is my 2 goals. That's my 2 things that will not be in this goal category. If you'd like to know like places I'd like to travel or like financial goals that I think are like relative to me, then I could show you that in another video. Just let me know down below. But here are my goals. So I've set 6 goals. The whole point being you can achieve one every other month, and they're not like massive goals, but they're goals that I think for me are things that I really want to do. So let's start off. Actually, before I say the goals, the whole point is then as well, every other month I can put up a video called like before I'm 24, and then like a goal, and it'll be all about the one goal that I'm trying to achieve and how I'm doing it. But just before that, I will read out all 6 goals when I want to start putting the plan into action and like why I've picked these goals. So first, stop dressing like a slob on the weekend. So when I go to work, I would say I dress quite smart. Like I wouldn't say it's like overly formal, but like this, like I'm just wearing like, a nice pair of trousers, a shirt, a jumper, and then I wear heels, which for work is like a reasonable outfit. It's okay, it's not ugly. But on the weekend, I just wear like tracksuits, big baggy t-shirts, leggings. I like have my hair slapped back and wear no makeup, and I don't want to do that anymore. I've had enough of it. It's time to become an adult and realise that on the weekend it matters what you look like just as much as it does in the week. Especially if I ended up running into like someone that I worked with, it'd be quite embarrassing for them to see me wearing ugly clothes. So that is one that I want to do. How I'm going to do it. I think the biggest thing will be I need to throw out all my ugly clothes and actually buy some new good clothes. Yeah, that's the only things like off the top of my head I can think of how I'm going to put the plan into action. Okay, next one is stop using single-use plastic. I'm gonna put it out there and say recycle-wise, I am not great. In fact, I'm bad. I'd go as far as saying I'm bad. So I would like to try and reduce the single-use plastic that I use, because like I literally, I don't even realise I do it, but I just use single-use plastic all the time, and it's stupid. It's pointless, needless damage to the world. Like I need to stop it. It needs to be stopped. So for that, I'd like to do a week of no plastic at all. You see like those channels, people do it for like a day or a week. I'd like to try do that, and find 3 alternatives to plastic that I use. So like straws, you can buy like long-term straws. I do have long-term plastic straws, which I use. I don't actually use like single-use plastic straws anymore, but you get the gist. Next is get a hobby / join a club. So I have 2 clubs in mind that I would like to join, but this is more of a big one for me because I'm too scared to do things by myself, and I know this sounds really stupid, but I am so used to doing everything by myself. Like, I stayed in this house, I've just turned 23, and last week was the first time that I've ever spent a week in a house by myself. I've never spent that long. I don't even think I'd ever spent 2 days in a house by myself with nobody else there, but I did it for a week here. Yeah, so I want to join a club. I'm really scared to do things by myself. I tried to stand up paddleboarding. I did a lesson all by myself, and that was like a really proud moment for myself. I really loved it. Everyone thought it was a bit crazy when I told them that I'd gone all by myself, but I enjoyed going out of my comfort zone, even though it was really scary to do. Afterwards, I felt like that wasn't that bad. So I'm gonna join a hobby or a club. Like, I'm gonna join a club and like become a hobby that I would like to continue throughout my life. How am I going to do that? So there's 2 I really want to look into: the stand-up paddleboarding and climbing. I think they're both fun and active, and kind of like working like the sports section, which is something I lack in. Talk to a German person in German. So if you do not know, I have been learning German for a long time, and I'm not great. I'm kind of like meh about it, but I've always liked the subject. It's the only language that I've picked up over the years. So I tried Welsh since I was like 3, cannot pick it up. Spanish, I tried in year 8, couldn't do it, mainly because I missed the year 7, so I was starting a year after everyone else. But nobody tried to give me catch-up lessons. Thanks, teacher, who then wondered why I didn't like to turn up and pay attention. French, which I also joined a year late. That teacher actually tried to help me, but at the same time, I don't want to learn French. German, I started at the right age of learning, like the first year of learning the language. I wasn't a year behind everyone, and that was the only language I've ever picked up. Welsh, obviously, they try to teach you that in Wales, which is where I live, from the beginning, but I've just never grasped the subject. But German, I did. I really enjoyed German, so I decided to join Duolingo and learn more German, and it's going well. I enjoy it, and I try to read some children's books, but I would like to start being able to talk to other people in German, because there's no point having a language under my belt if I can't use it, you know? So I'd like to like start watching films, reading books, and talking to people. If you are a fellow German learner, I was thinking of trying to get a Twitter group, and then every week create like 5 different questions of things, and so that people can have conversations with people. I've mentioned it on the Duolingo app, and someone has suggested LinkedIn to do it, and they speak to other Germans that are trying to learn English, and then they I don't know how to explain this. So the English person speaks to the German person in German, and he translates, like says, oh, you've spelled this wrong, and then the German person speaks in English, and the English person says, oh, you've done this slightly wrong, so that they can both learn their languages, which I think is really good, really interesting. But I don't use LinkedIn that much. When I do, it's work related, so I won't be using it for German. Next, grow more plants. So I think about this time last year, actually, I bought my first plant, which is right beside you, and I love it. There's something so satisfying about flowers coming on my plant. I don't know, it's something just, you know, knowing that I've grown the plant by myself. So after that, I decided to get myself a herb garden, so I now have coriander. Apparently it doesn't look much like coriander, but that's what the pot said, and parsley. So they're the 2 that I have, and I'd like to grow more herbs, because I'd like to have like a little herb garden in my kitchen, and I'd like to get some plants to go in my living room, move the one in my bedroom somewhere else as well, so it gets more light. But yes, that is my plan. More plants, more greenery. Who doesn't like greenery? I realise I talk really fast. I'm sometimes unaware of it, e.g. like I just think I just whizzed through that sentence without stopping. Anyway, last on my list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, last on my list, I thought I'd only done 5 then, sorry, is to cook a meal twice a week. I don't cook, end of. I never cook. Today I had a Wagamama's. Tuesday I bought a sandwich. Monday I made a crisp sandwich. Ooh. I do have a vegetarian cookbook because I'm a vegetarian, and I really enjoy cooking meals from there. I just don't do enough, so I'd like to implicate those into daily living. So they're my goals. I'd like to, so I've done them all so that they're all like monthly apart. So I'd like to, the first one I'd like to work on is dressing better on the weekend. Then I want to look into using less / no single-use plastic. Realistically, I'm not going to be able to get to none, but I'm going to get as low as possible. And then would be January, that is get a new hobby. I thought that would be good with the new year, new hobby. And then learn to cook twice a week. I can cook, I just don't like to. Grow more plants in May, and then be able to talk to someone in German in July, which will be the last one. But yeah, so hopefully you'll get a video every other month on my before I'm 24 showing you an update. So the first one you can look forward to is me looking at my clothes, seeing how I can change my weekend look into something a bit more sophisticated and not like a slob. Because although I like the, you know, casual hoodies, jeans, it might look good on some people, but it don't look good on me, so that's gotta go. But that's for in that video, so I'll stop blabbering on about that. That'll be my first one. I hope that you enjoyed this and come back to watch that video. If you think this is a relatively good series for the year, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. If you do anything similar to this, let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, you know the deal, because everyone on YouTube tells you to do it. Till then, goodbye.